Man, listen, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. You know, we back, man. Bluehill podcast on all streaming platforms. Got a special guest today. You know what I'm saying? Another spiritual conversation. I'm here with
Desire.
Desire. I like that. How are you?
I am good. How about yourself?
Doing better than I deserve.
I hear you.
So we discussed it before. You know what I'm saying? You are one of the co-founders of the NLG group.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about the backstory of NLG and how it came about?
So honestly, it was just two women that had a dream and cherished being Black, cherished the youth, and just treat people how you want to be treated. So, and we wanted to be who we needed when we were younger. So, yeah.
No, for sure. And before I even get into my questions too, like I really respect what y'all do because I feel like y'all are like a positive influence on young Black women, and it's not a lot of that around. So I personally appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So going into the background, you and the co-founder, y'all met in 7th grade at John Middle High School.
At John Glenn
Middle School.
Yes.
Tell me about like that. Like, what was the process of y'all, learning and growing with each other?
So me and Miss Ty, we were phone friends. Like, like the friend you would spend all day on the phone with. We never really like kicked it outside of school like that until we got older. Right. So once we got older, like then our friendship began to blossom more because we are around each other, not knowing how we, her household was different from my household. Right. So it's like our sisterhood just kind of, we started to be who we needed for each other. Yeah. For the most part. Yeah.
And I like that. So let me ask you this. Did she graduate from St. Kate's?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And now I know she's working on her master's, but she just recently graduated from St. Thomas for teaching.
Right.
So
I did some research on both of y'all. I saw that I think she was a coach at Washington Middle School, right?
I'm not familiar
that's
with all her. Mm-hmm,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And for you then, I know you went to North, right? Mm-hmm. And then you went to Century College?
Yes, I went to Century.
Okay. What did you study there?
I did cosmetology, photography, and human service.
Okay. So. All right. I did some digging, bluehilepodcast.com. But I just wanted to kind of get a background of you and her a little bit just so they can kind of see where it all came from and then, where you're going to. So going into just like, I would say more background stuff. Can you tell us how Shine and Wow help your vision of NLG?
So Shine is something that I am new to just this last fall. Mm-hmm. It started with me talking with Miss Tierra. She was helping me through some of my bumps. Like, cause I'm doing this on my own right now, NLG. Yeah. And well, not really on my own. I have a village. But Miss Tierra, she is a well-known businesswoman. Right. So I look up to her, and she's a Black woman. And then Wow is super new. Yeah. Wow is a group of women who all came together to nurture and love on each other, and they all have their own businesses. So it's like when WOW stands for Women on Wednesdays. Yeah. So, they're pretty dope. But all that's new to me. Right. So.
Right. I like that too. I like that there was so many different ones. And by the way, Shine is Sisters Helping in Neighborhoods Everywhere, and WOW is Women on Wednesdays. So yes. Just for context. Yes. So shout out to them. Also, I wanted to know, can you tell me the importance of the Black Intelligence Group and how they're similar to NLG? Big is the abbreviation?
Don't even know.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with that.
I thought your brother was a part of that.
He's in Black Men Teach.
Black Men Teach.
Yeah. I don't know too much. I just know that there's a whole bunch of Black men that teach, and it's like their comfort circle. Gotcha. So it's like their sacred place. That's what I feel like it is.
Okay. What do you think is the most useful thing you taught these young ladies that are under you?
I would say speaking up for yourself, advocating, knowing how to identify healthy and unhealthy boundaries, and being able to talk through uncomfortable conversations. Because some things, like, people hide from conversations that, like, is real tough. And we teach them, like, no, like, speak up.
Yeah.
Advocate for yourself. And that's the way of boundaries, too. So,
for sure,
that's the most useful thing.
No, I appreciate that. That's super dope. So let me ask you this. What's your proudest accomplishment so far with the group? Like, maybe it was an event y'all did or a fundraiser, but what was one of the things where you're like, okay, this was super dope?
I think if I'm going to measure it by, like, what was the most dopest, I think our first year when we got hotel rooms with the girls, we took the bus to the MOA. We had 26 girls. We got to get them, like, we raised enough money to fund all of them in the mall. Some of them wanted sweaters. Some of them wanted other things that we got to feed them. Like, it just felt like something that was already well established.
Yeah.
So that was the most dopest. But I think the accomplishments, every day that it continues.
Absolutely. I agree. What's the significance of the colors purple and blue for NLG?
Funny thing, I always wanted to find a reason for those colors.
Okay.
But there's really no reason.
Really?
I guess the only thing is they're unisex colors.
Okay.
So blue and purple can be used for a boy or a girl.
Right.
And eventually, like, the plans that we have for NLG is bigger than big. So hopefully we're going to transition to being co-ed. So
I like that. Is it going to still be called NLG if that's the case?
Mm-hmm. So
okay.
NLG, like,
it could be guys and girls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, like, yeah, that's perfect. And, like, the organization, like top name is going to be NLG. Right. So it's like no one's really going to know. Like, when you break it down, NoLimitGirls or NoLimitGuys.
Guys. I like that. That makes sense, too. I like that. So, okay, this is what I wanted to ask you, right? Because you're based on the West Side. You guys are, right?
So I don't want to say we are based out of anywhere. So we started library hopping. So we started in Sunray Library.
Shout out to Sunray.
Outside, like, on the, like, outside in a little circle area.
Yeah.
We went from there. We went to Rondo Library.
Okay.
From there, we went back and forth. And then finally, one of our parents was like, hey, like, I have a place. Y'all can have the key. Y'all can use it after hours.
Yeah.
So that was on the West Side at the Hangout Nutrition. Mama Sheila, shout out to her.
Yeah, big shout out.
And now we are hosting out of the East Side.
Okay.
So on West 7th Street or on 7th Street.
Yeah, no, I like that. And you had a lot of stuff, I think it was Indigenous Roots.
Yep.
Was that the place? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And just so I can give her a formal shout out, we are hosting out of Indigenous Roots Cafe on 7th Street.
On 7th.
Yes, in Marianne. So shout out to her. Yeah.
I like that.
She's auntie.
All right. I like that. So I wanted to ask you this too. I guess this is more of a personal question for me, but I guess how are you able to collectively work with a lot of different personalities in terms of the young ladies? Because I'm sure they're all different. You know, you got to talk to them, one a certain way and then another a different way. Like, how do you, I guess, manage all those personalities?
It is difficult.
Okay.
It's just every day, like, doers make mistakes. You know, sometimes, like, you go through trial and error. Sometimes I'll talk to a kid and I'm like, dang, I should never talk to her this way because she reacted this way. So just knowing, or just analyzing your approaches to each kid.
Right.
So, and having those one-on-ones, getting to know them. Like, that's why also we do one-on-one. Like, we take them out to Applebee's and stuff like that, get to know them and link them up with another girl so they can get to know each other. So I guess just building a bond helps me facilitate all the attitudes because they're girls, they're growing girls, and we have from 2nd grade through, I want to say our oldest is in 11th grade. Okay. So they all got different personalities.
No, I can only imagine. Yeah, that's probably tough. I ain't gonna lie. I love that for you though. I'm proud of y'all. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Just I would just say just teachable things. Like, what would you consider just, I don't know, maybe a success story, just something that you like, wow, like we were a part of this, like just something you've seen, just maybe it's an individual story, like something you were proud about that you've dealt with them.
I think, and I'm not going to say any names because I just don't know how she feels about this, but one of our kids, I don't even think she even still got a label, but we were able, so we set up a time so I can do one of the kids' hair, just to like boost up her confidence. Like she didn't have a lot of confidence. She'd always wear a hood. She'll like be to herself. Attitude problem, but she was so sweet. She's so sweet. Yeah. But me and Miss Ty like got to do a whole makeover to help her feel more comfortable within herself. We took her to the mall, got her a whole new like outfit, and we got her hair cut. She had this long hair, but she wanted it cut short.
Right.
So, and after she got her hair cut off, it was like you can just see the confidence come to her and her self-esteem rise. Yeah. And she acted like it too. So, yeah. So I think that's the biggest success story, being a part of getting her, like her stepping into her self identity more.
That's actually, you actually just led me to my next question. I was just gonna ask, how important is teaching identity to these young women? Because like you just said, it's a wide range from, you said 11th grade to I think 2nd grade. So like, how do you, I guess, lead them to where they're gonna be? Because that's for like an important time in their life where they're trying to find who they are. So how do you, I guess, navigate that?
The best way NLG tries to navigate that within our space is just by really allowing them to be them. Being able to be transparent and not sugarcoat things, meet them where they at with what they have, just so you can, that's a way to provide them with what they need, you know? So being able to give them that space to be them, to be able to make mistakes without being too harsh on them, but also letting them know like, hey, like there's a time and place for things. Like we teach kindness, we teach being honest, sisterhood. So, yeah. Yeah.
I like that. So let me ask you this. This is kind of just going for you personally. Like how important is family in your dynamic with NLG?
Family is very important. Okay. That's another reason why we started NLG. Yeah. We just used to reminisce sometimes where like our families, like these are, like I said, we grew up differently, but like we all had that time where we're all at grandma's house, like with all your cousins and like family friends growing up. So we just wanted to be in that space and create likewise people, you know, because it's girls. Girls don't really like go friend other girls. And it's like if they act a certain way, anyway, it just be cliques. But so we teach family and sisterhood. And I don't know, it's just a big part of me. That's my blood. Right. And even with NLG, they're not my blood, but blood will make us no closer. Like we look out for each other.
For sure. I wanted to shout out Destiny, you know what I'm saying? And, is it Monty? Yeah, Monty. You know
my sister Destiny and Monty.
Do they help out? I know Destiny does. I saw like she participates.
Yes. Last year, NLG was awarded a grant. So I got to bring on my sister because she's an amazing artist. So I got to bring her on to facilitate a portrait group for my girls. So
I like that. Yeah. I think it was something that she did. It was like an African art piece or something like that. Is that the same thing? It was, I remember you mentioned it was like, she brought like an African, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, so she won, what was it? She competed in like, I think it was it was out of 1,000 people or something like that. Where like it was an art competition. Right. And she drew like all of like the like Barack Obama, Malcolm X, and so on and so on. Black historical leaders.
Facts. I like that. So okay. This transition is crazy, Thomas. So okay, I want I wanted to ask, we're going to have some fun too. It ain't going to be so serious. I wanted to know, would you consider Sexy Red a positive influence on Black women? You can laugh if you want to. Also.
Yeah, no. Honestly, teach his own. To each his own.
Sure.
With NLG, we really teach that if you're gonna listen to music you listen to, be aware, break it down on what it is actually saying and like what it is portraying. You know, like we all have songs that's like our guilty pleasures. You know,
sure, absolutely.
Where it's like, dang, like this is ratchet, but I like it type of thing. So just don't let it have too much influence. So do your thing, Sexy Red. Like, but I wouldn't want none of my girls. Like, no, we can't make them do anything.
Right.
But just don't be. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get you. I know that's a tricky.
It's a time and place. Like, if you're not a rapper, you don't get down like that. I don't expect you to act like that.
Right.
So.
I respect that. So let me ask you this. What should we expect for, I think it's season 6,
Mm-hmm.
you know, going forward? What should we expect?
This season is about publishing yourself.
Okay.
So, by the ending of season 6, all of the kids would be published authors.
Right.
So I'm doing this kit where everybody's gonna write their own book.
And
it's gonna be about them. So each week we're gonna have panels. So I know we're gonna have about wrongful convictions, because that's really big in the Black community, as well as sexual abuse and like sex trafficking and all that stuff. We're gonna have people come talk about that so they can be aware of it. And it's gonna all just tie into the book. They're gonna like work on it for weeks, put in their own thoughts, who they are, just stuff like that.
No, for sure.
But and also new faces. We're gonna have many new faces this season, as well as we got big things. And we are also collabing with Vanessa Young with 30,000 Feet.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we're going to be with her this summer too. So we're also raising money for that.
I like that. So wrapping up here in a little bit, I wanted to know, how can we support the cause, especially over here at the Bluehill podcast?
Well, honestly, like this comes out of my pocket, you know, so we have not received a grant this year. So honestly, donations, books that got Black faces on them, books that have Black issues in them, because we teach our kids knowledge is power, and absolutely. I believe once the truth is told, the youth can grow. So, donations so we can be able to keep NLG running. If anyone want to volunteer to cook for us, we meet every Monday and Thursday, and I know the kids be getting tired of just fruit snacks. So I know they want some food. And we're also raising money for our HBCU tour, summer of 2025. So everything is welcome. And I can drop Cash Apps.
Yeah, please. I was like, where can they follow, and support?
Okay. Because I don't have it
off the top
of my head.
That's all right.
So you can support NLG by sending anything. $1 counts. It can go a long way.
Yeah.
And that is at... Ooh.
I like that.
Hold on.
Oh, you good. Take your time.
That is at NoLimitGirls 21. So $ NoLimitGirls. The L is capital, the N is capital, and the G is capital. And it has the logo. It's purple and blue. NLG. Also, you can follow us on Facebook at NoLimitGirls-NLG, as well as follow us on Instagram at _NLG_NLG.
For sure. I appreciate that. And we're going to definitely support you over here. I want one of those hoodies too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is actually my first time wearing it today.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I just be weird when it comes to new stuff. I just want a reason. So I was like, what better reason than to come
No, I feel that.
NLG.
I got a shirt for you too after we finish. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what size is in there, but we're going to figure it out.
You know, I love shirts.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because we love what you do over here. And honestly, when I met you, it was a while back. But I really appreciate that you're so selfless and that, you know, doing this for the kids. And to me, that's, you know, super dope. So just any, you know, shout outs you want to give before we get out of here? You know, any of the girls? I know it's a lot of, you can't name them all at once, but just whatever you want to tell the people.
Well, for one, shout out to my little business partners, Malaya, Mia, Nazaria, and Camille. They've been like my other backbone within all of this. Those are my little people. And then also, shout out to Lady Legends. If you see them, they dope. Those are former NLG players, now named Lady Legends, ran by Miss Coach Ty.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Ty.
Shout out to Marianne, shout out to Vanessa, Miss Tiara, Miss Audrey, Miss Jasmine, all the ladies at WOW. You know, they're like my incubation. So
no, for sure.
They definitely helped me grow.
Also, shout out to Soul Sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, shout out to her. She catered our first lock-in with the girls.
I saw that.
So we had brunch. All the girls loved it.
For sure.
So, yeah. Sure. No, NLG, I be forgetting sometimes. Like we done did a lot of things.
Y'all did a lot of things. And that's why I wanted to come here and give you flowers, because I saw like the flyers for, I think it was a car wash. Y'all did. Y'all
did our Bully March.
Yeah, Bully March. I did the George Floyd exhibit thing. Y'all been in this, how long have you been doing NLG?
September 2021. So, like I said, we went from library hopping to place hopping. Now we it's not permanent space, but it's permanent for right now.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Well, no, definitely. We know we're going to support you over here at the Blue Hive Podcast. And anytime you want to come back, or, you know, we need to let them know any upcoming events, just let us know, you know, so we'll, you know, put it on our platform. So, yeah, that was all the questions I had. Thank you for your time. You know what I'm saying? Any last words you want to tell them? Just, you know, support NLG?
No, just remember, no sister left behind.
No. Oh, you a rapper too? Okay. I feel that.
Bars.
All right, bars. Well, thank you for your time. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Thank y'all for your time.